Alright, on to the actual main quest. Okay. And hopefully there's not more BS side quests along the way to detract us.
Yeah.
Because if you've watched up to this point, you might have realized that that last episode was bleh. Because it was essentially us backtracking through an area we've already been to. And there wasn't even, like, dialogue. Scooter didn't, like, say anything while we were picking stuff up.
No, that was, it was definitely
that was, like,
very
such
bland.
a filler side quest of BS.
Yeah, which is why we've decided if there's a side quest that is going to take us back through an area we've already been through before, we're just going to cut that for your guys' sake so that you're not essentially watching us go through the same area again with nothing exciting going on.
Yeah, because I thought about just cutting up, like, all side quests, but, one, that wouldn't be efficient, but also, some side quests actually, like, are interesting in, like, entire new areas. Like, areas you wouldn't go to unless you do the side quests.
Yeah.
Which is, kind of interesting that they bothered to model entire zones around a side quest, which is a cool thing about this game. I can think of at least two, that are just, these are only side quest areas. There's no reason you would ever come here otherwise.
Organic arm jabbers!
Organic arm jabbers. Have
Oh
we
my
heard
God.
you say that before?
I think maybe once, but that's a relatively new one. Also, frickin' the AI on my screen, like, bugged out, and it looked like, the AIs were teabagging.
Wow.
They walked out the door, and they were, like, stuck between going crouching and not crouching.
Yeah.
Because they were freaking out, and they were just, like, going crazy teabag mode.
Oh my God.
Alright, and...
I see a little thingy up here. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a lever up here.
Pull it. I pulled it.
But yeah, so this is the area that I thought we were going to, because I lost the plot, because I just remembered that this was a zone. So we are going into a Hyperion area.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because I guess it makes sense that they exist everywhere.
They are like that overbodying government figure thing, right?
Yeah. Sorta. It's like they're just like a company, like a product company, so it's kind of weird how they have like all this like governmental power over a place.
Mm-hmm. Well, money does buy power, and big CEO companies tend to get a lot of power via the government and money.
I'm sure I'd understand better if I followed the Borderlands 1 plot better. But the problem is Borderlands 1 plot doesn't present itself very well. Because I think there is a lot of stuff with, there's a lot of stuff with corporations, and the corporations, exploiting the areas.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a bit since we've seen these. But yeah. So be ready with that corrosive, because, ooh, electric sniper.
Yeah. I got a better one now. Okay.
There should be stuff inside.
Alright, let me...
But yeah, you're gonna want corrosive because it's gonna be mostly robots.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna change my, I guess, electric shotgun right now to my corrosive SMG. I got a corrosive sniper rifle.
But yeah, I think I remember in the first game it was mostly like Dahl and Atlas Corporation were like these oppressive forces on Pandora. And so I think that's just a theme, I guess, with this story is oppressive corporations. Because I remember there's a subplot in one of the side missions that's mostly talking about Dahl. And there's, I think, a good amount of stuff in the pre-sequel that deals with Dahl as well. One of these days I'll find a better roid shield.
Not today, though.
Yeah.
Once you get those, I can rebuild the key and give it to Scarlet, and it'll help her find where the treasure is buried, and she'll marry me, and we'll have
100 babies. You'll never die.
Yeah,
Well,
somehow-
wait, does that mean Scarlet will die, though?
It's...
Because, I mean, he didn't say she'll never die.
I think it's just, like, getting more and more ludicrous, where it's like there's not even a basis for, like, why would you never die, though?
And, like,
Yeah.
it's not even theoretically possible for her to have 100 babies. I think the most babies a woman has ever had was... Oh, God.
I don't know.
Don't quote me on this, but I feel like I remember talking about how this woman had at least up to, like, 60 children. It was mainly because each time she always had, like, carriages. So that's about, like, at least up to, what, 6 babies?
I mean, like, theoretically, if you, like, just kept having octuplets every 9 months, maybe you could load it up on children.
Yeah. I mean, look at those 19 and growing friggin' families.
Yeah.
God. Those shows freak me out. I don't... And they're always these, like, rich Christian white families, too. It's never...
Because there's no birth control. That's not illegal. That's not legal under Jesus's law.
Well, it just depends how you look at it. There are plenty of Christians out there who do use birth control.
Yeah. Well, I just mean under the hard rules. Because obviously we don't all follow the crazy super rules.
Well, yeah, because they're not supposed to have sex out of pleasure. They're supposed to have it out of, you know, reproduction purposes.
Yeah.
Which then, of course, I don't know. It always makes me think, well, then why did God make us this way then? You know?
Well, it's like what I'm more confused about is, like, usually what happens with those teams is that they want to break the rules so bad, but they also don't.
Yeah.
So they try to find loopholes. And so it's like, it's not that you care that you actually think it's morally wrong, it's, but you're trying to find a loophole, like, this is gonna get dirty, but, apologies. But I remember seeing things where it's like you see these Christian teens trying to, like, do, like, anal and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're like, okay, it's sex, kind of, but it's technically not vaginal intercourse. So it doesn't actually count.
Yeah, you know.
And so Jesus will give us a pass. And so it's like you don't actually care about, like, the moral argument for why it's wrong. You just care about the written rule and want to get around it.
Yeah, that's I don't know. It's stuff like that I'll never understand.
Alright, now I think hopefully this side quest is gonna go on in the middle of this one.
Okay.
This malfunctioning Hyperion bot seems to be obsessed with censorship.
I am the censorite. All lewd behavior must be stopped.
Uh-oh.
A deviant known as me.
He heard our conversation.
He's been infected by their ways.
Murder him because morality.
Yeah. Speaking of kind of what we were talking about, ethic codes for ethic codes' sakes that don't actually matter is, murder people for lewd behavior because morality.
Yeah.
That's a good summation of probably those rules that we were just talking about.
Yeah. Just, I don't know, it always goes into that territory of, I don't want to badmouth, you know, religion or anything.
Yeah, no. We're like not saying the whole religion. It's the people that
the radicals. It is always the radicals.
Yeah.
Of either every side. Everything has those radicals, and it's always them that are the. Sadly, they always manage to become the poster children.
Because the core of basically most religions is a general guideline of general ethics, to be a better person and how to live your life. But people take things super literally, boy do they.
Well, sometimes it's not even they take it literally. They sometimes end up twisting it to their own odd version.
Yeah.
Like, I remember so when I was in college, I took a Russian No, sorry. It was with the professor that I took my Russian history class with. She also did a Central Asia Afghanistan course. And we were talking about how in the Quran it doesn't specifically say anywhere that women need to cover themselves at all. That was just something that the extremists kind of took and like ran with and created on their own.
Yeah. But like, yeah. I don't know how true that is, so I cannot confirm or deny that. But
I mean, I haven't read the Quran either, but my professor did, so
and we're gonna
I
hope
would
that
take her
they knew
word.
what they were talking about it.
I mean, she was a good professor.
Yeah. I cannot remember what the trick is with these guys. They kind of put up a shield with their spinning blades.
I figured that's what they were doing.
Yeah,
with their
and
little...
so it's like when you try to shoot them, they just kind of block it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing that I always remember is I think Old Testament has a rule against polyester.
Polyester?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You will not blend two different fabric types together. It is a sin.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And so, I can think of probably a bunch of people that break that rule. But of course we retconned that. New Testament. We patched it out. We patched out the old rules. Oh, we're gonna get in trouble for this episode.
Yeah. That's why I didn't really want to keep going with it. 'Cause I was like, it's gonna get bad if we just keep talking.
Yeah.
Like,
Keep firing.
Yeah.
if you can't tell, we're not.
Yeah, I'm not
really
super religious, so of course I don't know the actual rules, and so it's like I'm probably ignorant on the subject. I'm sure there's like good reasons for Old and New Testament, and like why they are that is the way they are.
And it's one of those things. Like, I would never judge someone for being religious. I would never, think any different. Like, do what you want.
Yeah, no, we have multiple friends. Katie is like.
And so Steph.
Yeah.
She is too.
Well, Katie's like brilliant because it's like.
Well, her family is really. I know. I didn't.
Yeah, because it's like they stopped eating meat. They started being a vegetarian because they found out that it's part of their religion.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that was why. I kind of figured she was just like a life choice that she was doing it for.
No, religious.
Can you get it?
I think so. So just give me a sec.
Okay.
Wait, it didn't count. It didn't count because your acid killed it. No.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steph is too.
Yeah. So it's like we've got religious friends and we obviously like them and we don't.
We don't. Yeah, it's not one of those things that we would.
We never make fun of them for being religious. We just make fun of Katie for being a dirty, dirty Australian.
Was she born in Australia? Was that it? And then she lived there for a little while because her dad.
She at least
worked?
lived there for the first chunk of their life.
But she lived in like the middle of Australia. She lived in like the crazy.
The Mad Max zone of Australia.
Yeah, like
where everyone stabs each other 24/7.
Yeah, like she was.
Yeah.
She always she's every time she always talks about it, she's like, no, yeah, I lived in like the crazy murderous part.
Always with the stabbings that place. So many stabbings.
Yeah, she said
For
something
discount
about
price.
like having like knives were illegal, right? Wasn't that the thing?
I just remember that it was like I think they had a knife problem in the schools.
Oh god, yeah, and she was like what, at least 9 when she was there. So like elementary schools having knife problems, that's just scary.
Don't go to Australia. It's nothing but evil.
No, okay, no. Don't go to the central part of Australia.
It's where all the evil is concentrated. You see the evil in the horrible abominations of creatures that were thrown in there.
I was about to say, they also have all the murder animals.
Yeah. The one that you never, that you hear about less is the emus.
Oh God. Ooh.
Apparently those things are vicious.
Yeah, but when you go to Disney World or Land, you know those giant turkey legs? They're emu. They're emu legs.
Yeah, that's something you told me the other day, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, that's been like one of those common facts for like years.
Yeah.
Like, dude, because come on, those things get huge. What turkey are they gonna find that's actually that big?
Stop stealing my kills.
Sorry, maybe we should kill him faster then.
Frickin'. This
You're
gun
better at
has a low
killing.
fire rate, okay?
Move! No!
There, I killed faster. Now watch me die reviving you. Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm awesome.
Yeah, what other murder animals there? Okay, well, kangaroos will kick your ass.
Well,
I
not
think
to
there's
mention
some
all the snakes and like
Yeah.
lizards and scorpions
Spiders.
they have. Oh God, the giant scary ass spiders they have there. Oh God.
I think I remember something stupid. Like, I can't remember what it was. It's like, I don't remember if this was the thing, but it was something to an equal level of stupidity. Like, I think platypuses have like a poison thing.
Really?
Like, I don't remember if that was the thing, but it was
Oh,
something
God, I
at
was
that
about to
equal
say.
level of stupidity, where
I
it's
was
like,
about to say, I
where
was
you
like,
hear it and you're like,
platypus.
what? That's dumb. There's no way that that's real. But they have stuff like that in Australia that it's like, why is all of the most BS creatures in this one? It's probably just because it's an island.
And well, because don't forget, it's probably so violent in the center because, of course, that's where the British shipped out all their criminals. So I can see that being
It's basically a Strong World. It's the One Piece movie Strong World.
in the center of Australia. The outside, like, areas near, like, the coast
Only
in, like,
the-
Sydney, those are fine. Those places are totally cool.
It is fight for your life land, not just amongst all the dirty criminal scum that live there, but also the super beasts.
Oh, yeah, you never gave me that one electric SMG.
Oh, yeah. Let me just do that right now while we're thinking about it. There we go. Boop.
But I would like to visit Australia. That
Yeah.
would be a country.
Yeah. As long as we have blast shields.
Oh my God, stop. Like I said, if you go to like a tourist area, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Just
Or we go full American and have just guns on us at all times.
No, because
We're wearing like American bandanas, American flag bandanas, and
I'm gonna
have
bring
guns
my-
all over us.
you know, I'm gonna bring my Canadian bandana.
Oh yeah, you're gonna wear the lies.
No, yeah, because growing up, God, it's always just been like that weird thing of. So growing up, my family went on a lot of trips, like overseas to like England, Paris. We've even been to Italy once. And my dad is always so proud to tell people that we're from Virginia in, you know, the United States. And of course, I always kind of like go to my mom. I'm like, can you ever just not tell them we're American? Because of course, I always worry about foreigners' opinions of Americans, and I figure most of the time they're probably not the greatest opinion.
Yeah, I remember there was a Rob Schneider movie where he's wearing an American flag shirt. It's like, I'm gonna show off my nationality, and he's in like some country in Europe, and just everyone's just shit talking him and yelling at him. All right, so this is where the loot bot is.
Oh no, I don't have any grenades.
Oh, come on.
Man, she had to die already.
It did the thing where we killed each other at the same time, but it was like right after or before. The one that leaves me still dead.
Yeah, so every time I ever see that one episode of American Dad where Roger and oh my God, I'm blanking on the fish's name.
Klaus.
Yes, whenever it was when Roger and Klaus were vacationing somewhere, they put a Canadian flag sticker on Klaus's bowl, and Roger was like, you know, just in case, and Klaus was like, no, yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Alright, okay, wait, there's stuff in here that we have to...
I want to get some grenades real fast, too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of things.
Yep. Alright, so here's the porn mags. Let's see, heavy fire. Bigger is better. 300 pounds of oomph.
Nice.
I'll agree to that.
Or are they all they're all the same? Come on,
Yeah.
that's boring.
Yeah. That's the only type you need.
Cool.
Alright.
So, I was actually gonna say the model or the girl on the cover kind of reminded me of Pochako.
Yeah!
I was just
Super
like,
Pochako, best waifu.
Next to Super Sonico, best waifus. Got those stuff.
Oh, god dang it, I forgot they exploded. I thought only the, exploding loaders exploded, but I guess the fire ones exploding also makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I guess it does. I can see why you wouldn't think about it, though.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, so back to best waifus.
Yeah. But yeah, I was also gonna say, it's like look at us referencing quality, media with Rob Schneider and American Dad.
Hey, American Dad's pretty decent.
It's better than Family Guy nowadays.
Yeah, Family Guy's getting a little too with their jokes. They're pushing the haha, let's make a joke out of rape for me, and
Well, it's like they've always pushed the shock value joke, but it's like
wait, why is this?
you gotta smash the lock. So get real close to the green thing. There you go. But yeah, they've always pushed it, but now it's getting to the point where it's just like that's all you do.
Yeah,
And it's not like you're not being creative. You're just doing it.
Yeah, there's. I don't know. I know it's
So here's my thing with that. So there's a difference between a joke about racism and a racist joke.
Oh, I said rape too.
Yeah, same thing. A
they
joke
do a lot of
about
stuff
rape
quagmire.
and like a rape joke is like so one requires it has no tact, obviously, and that's why a lot of people don't like it. But it's also just not creative because you're just going for the shock value. They're real easy to make. Whereas you can make some interesting jokes about racism, and it's like less offensive, and also requires a bit more thought.
And it makes it a little less offensive in that people can tell it's a joke more so. I don't know. It's the same way with like when they do the rape jokes, I guess. But I don't know. I've never.
Because like
that's just not my kind of humor.
Because like there's certain things where it's like you have a joke about a character that's racist, and it's like the difference is like you're pointing out how wrong and dumb the racist argument is with that character. So you're not just saying the blank statement for just the lulz. You're also pointing out that, hey, listen to how stupid this argument is. Yeah. And you're clearly not agreeing with it. That's a phrase that I've stolen for so long. Executing execution.exe.
Huh. I almost feel like I remember hearing you saying that, but I don't know.
Alright, so get through the shield fast. If you have a shock weapon, that would be dandy.
Well, of course, I didn't.
It's okay, we're getting through the shield fast.
Okay.
So we probably don't need it. I'm gonna use my grenade finally.
Cool.
Uh-oh. Okay, well that was fucking easy.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, that was supposed to be way harder, I think. But whatever.
Oh, he dropped so much.
Yeah. Well, that was something.
Cool. I'm sure all those corrosive weapons helped.
Yeah. It might have just because we also, like, double-teamed them. I remember having harder trouble with single player, but I also think I may just be bad at this game. On my own is the problem. There we go. Ooh. I'm stealing
Purple.
this.
You finally have a better gun now?
Aw, yeah. can I do the double shotty?
Are we done with this,
Oops. Yes.
So is there much of this area left?
We got a little bit left. We just need to pick up this
Okay.
item and it should loop back to the beginning.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Get right in my shot.
That's a bad friend touch.
Well, suppose I could give you a good friend touch, but that might cost you. Yeah.
What'd I say about getting loot on this?
You actually haven't
Yeah.
said anything.
We just had that whole thing where we gotta kill perversion because morality.
Please.
How did you forget already? Alright, is there something across this way? Please let me make this jump. Yeah. Alright. Well, I got a sniper rifle.
Okay.
No element, so... Alright, so this should loop back to the beginning.
Okay.
Or close to the beginning. And...
So there's nothing in here, right? You just came in here and got the thing? Okay.
Yep. Okay, so not that way, this way. So yeah, we got all the parts for Herbert, so now we can return it to him.
Cool.
I wonder if they did that intentionally, Herbert the pervert.
Rhymey-wimey.
Yeah,
I love rhymey-wimey things.
you would.
Okay, look. I only really
Yeah.
do enjoyment out of it because you cringe
Yeah,
so
you
much.
only like it because it causes me misery, and you enjoy so much the things that cause me misery.
Oh my god, I watched this one kids toy opening kind of channel thing on YouTube. I don't know, like, her voice is soothing and I find it interesting for some reason, but I never have any urge to buy any of the stuff she ever shows because I get to see what it looks like. One of the things she of course does is frickin' Shopkins. Okay, first off,
jeez.
I loathe Shopkins. I think they're the stupidest little thing ever. First, I don't know why they have freaking 7 seasons of these damn things going on, but they do. And he, oh my god, if he could nuke the factory that creates Shopkins, he freaking would.
Let's take a fucking shoe and fucking staple googly eyes onto it, and let's call it Sally's shoe. Brilliant, fucking brilliant.
Well,
Oh, let me fucking take a fucking googly eyes, hot glue it to a refrigerator. Oh, we got Robert Refrigerator over here.
No,
Look at this
it
hot
would be
new
like
original character.
it would be like Ricardo
Yeah.
like it's something,
Yeah.
rhymey-wimey, like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a couple.
Yeah, it's a cake. We're gonna call it Carla Cake.
Yeah, when
Yeah. It's cheap
Ooh.
garbage with googly eyes on inanimate objects, and you just take any inanimate object, look around your fucking room right now. Let's fucking hammer, Harry Hammer. Think the first name you can think of. And just put googly eyes on an inanimate object anywhere around your fucking house. Do you guys know that fucking Pokemon with the car key Pokemon? This is the nth degree of that shit. God damn it. It's the worst garbage I've ever seen.
yeah, and
See you guys next time.